Hey guys, in today's video we are going to discuss a quick 10-minute long basic yoga session that will give your body some magical results after 1 to 2 sessions. This session will explain the details of 5 different yoga poses and exercises. Each pose stands for 90 seconds, followed by the 30 seconds of concentration pose after every single exercise. Let's start. Number 5 is the Worrier Pose. To get into the Worrier Pose, stand straight with your feet normally placed as wide as your hips. Now extend your right leg forward and stretch it away from your left leg as far as possible. Once you have placed your right foot away from the left foot, now you will bend your right knee such that it makes an angle of 90 degrees. Lock the right leg at this position, while your left leg will be kept straight as possible, and your left foot will be placed diagonally such that the leg makes an angle of 45 degrees with the floor. You should feel the exertion in the whole leg muscle because of the ultimate stretch. After adjusting both of your legs, now you have to position your upper body, and for that you have to make sure that your torso is straight, neutral and vertically upheld, just like an armoured warrior getting ready to launch a javelin towards the enemy. Now inhale and raise both arms above your torso with palms facing each other. Open your shoulder blades out and up, stretching away from the spine. You can also bring your palms together by interlacing the thumbs with each other. Now press your palms against each other and align your arms in a single plane, stretching out the elbow and shoulder blades away from the origin. Also, extend your neck upward and try to feel the stretching sensation throughout the whole body. Close your eyes and focus to make a good mind-to-muscle connection. Lock this position and hold for 45 seconds. Then release and switch the legs and repeat it for 45 seconds. Now it's time for the concentration pose for at least 30 seconds, and for that you need to sit in a cobbler position on the floor by interlacing your legs into each other. Now place your hands on your knees and join the tip of your thumb and index finger with each other, making a circle, while the rest of the 3 fingers will stay extended. It is an ancient hand pose that originated in South Asia. Close your eyes and focus on your body. Number 4, Tree Pose. To start with the tree pose, you need to stand straight with your feet wider apart than your shoulders. Ensure that your weight is distributed equally, because it's a lot of balance game involved in this exercise. So the first thing you need to do is to lift your one leg. Let's say it is the right one first, and bend it at the knee to place the foot palm firmly on your left inner thigh. Grasp the floor with your other foot strongly and spread out your toes to have an even distribution of the weight. After balancing in this pose, you need to raise both of your hands above your head with palms facing each other. Bring both of them together and interlace the fingers or thumbs to lock the pose. While extending your arms above your head, make sure to inhale a deep breath. Again, you need to allow your shoulder blades to stretch out away from the spine so that you can feel the exertion on your back muscles. If you are a beginner, it's always hard to balance yourself. However, after a few sessions, you will find it easier. Once you are done balancing yourself, then you need to close your eyes and focus on the whole body while holding the pose for at least 45 seconds. After that, you will release the position and perform it again after switching the legs. As you have performed it for 90 seconds and it's time for the concentration pose again. So be seated on the floor with your back straight and chest out, and interlace your legs again into the cobbler pose. Close your eyes and focus for the next 30 seconds. Once done with that, let's move on to the third exercise. Number 3 is the seated wide forward bend. As you are in the cobbler pose already, this exercise starts from the same pose. While sitting in the cobbler pose, you need to extend both of your legs out and wide, flexing away from the origin. Try to open up the stretch as much as possible. Your knees and toes should point up towards the ceiling. Also stretch your feet, bending them away from the legs. Both legs should make at least an angle of 90 degrees with each other. In other words, Both of them should look perpendicular to each other when viewed from the top plane. However, 90 degrees is just the start, and you need to go as higher as 180 degrees when you stretch your legs to the fullest. After locking the flexed legs, it is time for the upper body. So the first thing is to inhale a deep breath and pump up your lungs. Now, after making your spine erect and neutral, you need to lean forward between your legs with your arms extended out and forward. Press your torso against your legs while stretching the spine as much as possible. For an easier version, you can bend your torso between your legs, but instead of flexing away fully in one go, you can place your hand close to your legs, and then you can walk with your hands taking 2 to 3 steps away from the origin, trying to sort of put pressure on the spine gradually. After reaching the maximum point, you need to hold for 45 seconds, then release and repeat the same set for 45 seconds again. Exhale thoroughly via mouth when you release. Again, for the last 30 seconds, you have to get into the concentration pose. Close your eyes, inhale and exhale properly, and feel the sensations and changes in your body. Number 2, the second last exercise is called the cat-cow pose. So for this one, you have to get on your all fours, with your hands straightened down on the floor right beneath the shoulders and your knees under the hips. Your toes should be rolled inside and your heels should point towards the ceiling. Don't tuck your neck into the chest. Instead, you have to flex it upwards towards the ceiling, making sure that your spine is feeling the stretch. Drop your shoulders and relax them away from the ears. This position is called a cow pose or a modified tabletop. From this position, you have to get into the cat pose, which is also very simple. Holding the same legs and arms position, you will simply arch your upper back, rounding it upward while tucking the hip bones inward. Differing to the cow, in the cat pose, you have to lower your head towards the floor, possibly tucking your chin into your chest, but don't force it to go inward. Simply relax it down as you release. In the cow pose, you have to inhale, while in the cat pose, you will exhale. Hold each of the poses for 5 seconds and shift to the other one. Continue doing this drill for the next 90 seconds straight. It's time for the concentration pose again. So we need to sit back in the cobra pose while making the ring with our index finger and thumb and place it on the knees. Inhale, exhale, and focus. That's all you have to do in this pose. Number 1, which is a supine spinal twist, you have to lay down on your back with your face towards the ceiling and arms straightened aside, forming an alphabet T with your body. Now raise your right leg upward and bend it at the knee to make an angle of 90 degrees. Now cross this right bent leg with your left straightened leg, such that your right inner thigh is placed on your left upper thigh. At this point, you have to use your left hand to hold and press your right knee against your left leg. Now holding and pressing this cross, you have to twist your spine, lower back and neck towards the right side in the opposite direction. In simple words, if you're stretching your lower body towards left, then your upper body should stretch towards the right and vice versa. Hold the press for 45 seconds and release to continue the next 45 seconds with the alternate pair of limbs. Inhale and exhale properly and feel the strain. With that said, here comes the last 30 seconds of the exercise and you have to sit in a concentration pose again. Follow the same guidelines as explained earlier. The main purpose of this pose is to relax and focus, because concentration and focus are the key objectives of all forms of yoga. And kudos to you, because you have now completed your yoga session for today. So let me know how it was. Did you enjoy the session? If you did, then give us some appreciation by hitting the like button and also subscribe to the channel for more upcoming videos. With that said, stay safe and keep working out. We will catch you in the next video.